The world of Hollywood romances never fails to grab attention, especially when it involves names like Leonardo DiCaprio and Camila Morrone. Their relationship was one of those highly watched, talked about affairs that seemed to be unfolding like a modern fairy tale until it wasn't. For years, Camila Morrone, the stunning model and actress, stood beside Leonardo DiCaprio, weathering media storms, red carpet flashes, and relentless paparazzi attention. Yet, in the end, the two parted ways, fueling endless speculation, rumors, and tabloid headlines. And now Camilla has made a move that no one saw coming. She's officially debuted her new boyfriend, Cole Bennett. The internet has gone into a frenzy, dissecting every glimpse, every photo, and every detail. Who is Cole Bennett? What does this new chapter say about Camilla? And what's the story behind her new romance blooming right after the DiCaprio saga? Camilla and Leonardo's breakup was not a single dramatic event, but rather a slow unraveling. Insiders hinted at diverging life paths, incompatible schedules, and the kind of quiet fading that often marks celebrity separations. While neither of them spoke publicly about the split, their actions said it all: no more joint appearances, no social media hints, and gradually they were seen leading very different lives. For Camilla, this meant a return to herself. She was seen traveling, working on new projects, spending time with close friends, and seemingly rediscovering her own voice outside the shadow of one of Hollywood's most iconic leading men. People admired her for how she handled it gracefully, privately, and without a whisper of bitterness. Then came the whispers. Camilla was spotted at several events with a mysterious figure, someone who didn't quite fit the typical mold of a Hollywood heartthrob. The paparazzi caught fleeting glimpses of the two laughing, talking closely, disappearing into the night. The internet was ablaze with theories, trying to figure out the identity of the man beside her, and when it was finally confirmed that it was none other than Cole Bennett, jaws dropped. This was not a name most mainstream Hollywood watchers were expecting. But to the music and creative world, Cole Bennett is a powerhouse, the founder of Lyrical Lemonade, a wildly successful media company and music video production house. Cole has worked with some of the biggest names in the rap and hip-hop industry. He's known for his distinct visual style, innovative editing, and a business mind that's redefined the genre. Still, a pairing with Camila Morrone, it felt unexpected, but in the best way possible. The two made their relationship Instagram official in the most understated, elegant way. A simple story post, a candid shot, no tagging, no declaration, just presence. Camilla leaned on Cole's shoulder, laughing, while he looked off into the distance, relaxed and at ease. It wasn't a publicity stunt. It wasn't a coordinated PR move, it was real, and that's what made it resonate so deeply with fans. In a world where celebrity relationships are often curated like brand deals, Camilla and Cole felt genuine. They didn't need flashbulbs and front pages, they just needed each other. But who exactly is Cole Bennett beyond the title of Camilla's new boyfriend? Born and raised in Illinois, Cole started his journey with a camera and a passion for hip-hop. Lyrical Lemonade began as a blog and grew into a full-fledged creative empire. He's directed videos for Juice WRLD, Eminem, Lil Durk, and many others, building a reputation as one of the most visionary creatives in the industry. He's young, ambitious, and deeply respected within his community. More than that, he's authentic, a trait Camilla has always cherished in the people around her. Their connection seems to be rooted in mutual respect, creativity, and a shared understanding of the pressures that come with public life. Observers noted how different Cole is from Leo, not just in age or looks, but in energy. Where Leo is a Hollywood legacy, cloaked in old-school glamour, Cole is the modern face of creative entrepreneurship. He's laid back, introspective, and intensely focused on his craft, and Camilla, she seems to be glowing in his presence. Photos of the two show a kind of relaxed happiness that feels refreshing. There's no performative affection, no red carpet posturing. Just real smiles, genuine moments, and quiet support. Their first public outing as a couple was at a low-key art show in downtown LA. No bodyguards, no media frenzy, just two people exploring creativity together. Eyewitnesses described them as inseparable that evening, engaging with artists, laughing over installations, and holding hands when they thought no one was looking. The internet, of course, noticed. TikToks, tweets, and Instagram reels flooded social media, capturing every shared glance and every subtle interaction. Fans were thrilled, not just because Camila had moved on, but because she seemed to be moving upward, emotionally, creatively, and personally. Of course, comparisons to Leonardo were inevitable. The media, as it often does, began drawing lines: age, career, fame level, looks, status, but for those who truly know Camila, the comparison was irrelevant. She was never one to follow expectations. From her early modeling days to her breakout acting roles, Camila has always followed her own path. Her relationship with Leo was a chapter, one filled with memories, lessons, and growth. But her relationship with Cole, this feels like the beginning of a new book entirely. One interesting angle that emerged from this new romance was how it challenged traditional narratives around Hollywood dating. Camila, often labeled as the beautiful actress or the A-list girlfriend, was now rewriting her story. With Cole, she wasn't the accessory, she was the partner. Their dynamic showed collaboration rather than domination, equality rather than hierarchy. It was no longer about being in someone's spotlight. It was about sharing it. The reaction from fans and friends has been overwhelmingly supportive. Celebrities commented on their posts with heart emojis, clapping hands, and messages of excitement. Close friends shared behind the scenes glimpses of the couple at private dinners, laughing over wine and dancing under fairy lights. For many, it felt like witnessing a love that was both modern and timeless. It didn't rely on extravagance but on the quiet power of connection. Camila's fashion sense, always admired, seemed to evolve as well. Her style became bolder, more playful. She was seen wearing streetwear mixed with high fashion, perhaps influenced by Cole's more relaxed aesthetic. But beyond the clothes, it was her confidence that stood out. She wasn't trying to prove anything. She was simply living her truth, and Cole, he too seemed transformed. Known for being media, shy and intensely private, Cole began opening up just a little. He posted more often, smiled more in public, and even allowed snippets of his personal life to peek through. It was clear that Camila brought out a softer side of him, one that fans appreciated deeply. There's something magnetic about watching two people from seemingly different worlds come together and create something real. It challenges assumptions, it inspires hope, and it reminds everyone that love doesn't always follow logic, it follows feeling. And for Camila and Cole, the feeling is unmistakable. Even those who were skeptical at first began to change their tune. Comment sections that once questioned the pairing began to celebrate it. Think pieces emerged, analyzing why Camila and Cole were the couple we didn't know we needed. Some even went as far as to say that this was Hollywood's most refreshing romance in years, a love story that didn't need a script, just sincerity. What makes this story even more captivating is the timing. In an era where so many celebrity couples seem to implode under the weight of fame, Camila and Cole are showing that it's possible to thrive outside the spotlight. They go on hikes instead of yacht trips, visit art galleries instead of premieres, and share music instead of red carpet interviews. Their world is quieter, but no less beautiful. Camila once said in an interview that she values honesty, creativity, and emotional intelligence in a partner, and when you look at Cole, those traits seem to be exactly what he brings to the table. He may not have an Oscar, but he's got a vision. He may not dominate headlines daily, but he commands respect. And most importantly, he sees Camila not just as a star, but as a person. This relationship, still in its early stages, has already made waves, not because it was scandalous, but because it was surprising, in a good way. It reminded everyone that even in the high-gloss world of Hollywood, authenticity still matters. That behind every paparazzi flash, there's a real story waiting to be told, and this, without a doubt, is Camila's story to tell, not as Leo's ex, not as a rising actress, but as a woman who chose love on her own terms. The future for Camila Morrone and Cole Bennett is still unfolding, and no one knows what lies ahead. But if the beginning is any indication, it's going to be a journey worth watching, one filled with creativity, collaboration, and most importantly, connection. Because in the end, that's what love is really about, not status or spectacle, but understanding and growth. And maybe, just maybe, this is the love story Hollywood didn't expect but desperately needed. And as their story continues to unfold, through quiet dinners, shared projects, and the occasional candid glimpse into their lives, one thing remains crystal clear. Camila Morrone has found something rare in Cole Bennett. Not just a new chapter after Leonardo DiCaprio, but a new kind of love entirely, one grounded in creativity, respect, and mutual admiration. In a world that thrives on drama and spectacle, their connection stands as a reminder that the most powerful relationships don't always make the loudest noise. Sometimes they speak in smiles, shared silences, and the unspoken understanding between two people simply choosing each other, day after day. Whether this romance lasts a season or a lifetime, it's already left its mark. Because in a city of bright lights and fleeting fame, authenticity still shines the brightest, and right now, that light is shining on Camila and Cole.